Welcome to NYCOS. Today's episode of Dawn Guard, Tarrasque Arabesque, or Dance of the Monster. Our story so far will be described here in a moment, but first I have my players introduce themselves, give you character name, class, race, and what you plan to do with the remains of the Tarrasque once it's been defeated. We'll start with Cord, then Mary, then Kasarak.
I
Cord.
play Cord Campbell, a Goliath fighter, and gonna make soup out of it. It's on my bucket list to eat T-Rex soup.
Okay. Mary.
I'd marry Elwyn, Guardian of Life, Cleric of NYCOS and the Greendale. It's not mine to be concerned about what he does with the Tarrasque after he kills it.
True.
Because it was his quest.
Kasarak.
I am Kasarak, Greendale Druid, or maybe Priest. We're not quite sure yet. As far as the remains of the Tarrasque, I want to take some of its skin and possibly make a cloak out of it. But Cord can have most of the remains. I just want enough to make a cloak for myself because I think that would be an interesting piece of
equipment.
Yes.
Accoutrement, as the French would say. Alrighty, so our story so far, we are once again in
Elwendale.
Are we still in Elwendale? Yeah, still in Elwendale.
Yeah.
Thought we left off in that place that's having the war with Submariner. Sasserine, right?
Yeah, I was down in Sasserine. You are right, and I waited to talk to one of the others, and up pops Margaret P. Carter, which surprised the bejesus out of me. And
did I miss a second?
I think you left early that day.
Oh yeah, okay.
And Drifter's with us, by the way. Everybody say hi to Drifter.
Hey.
Hello. Hi, Drifter. Anyway, and I noticed that she had a very interesting magical effect. They had air bubbles around their head so they could walk out of the ocean, and it was a magical thing because when they came up, there wasn't like there was a bubble around their head. It dispersed once they got in the air. I found that very interesting. I'm going to have to work on that.
I don't remember that at all. That's pretty funny.
You said it. They come walking out and they like have bubbles on their head is what you said.
No, they were in a bubble. Yeah, they were in a bubble. You know.
They were in a bubble. I found that a very interesting effect.
Oh, true.
And so I said, maybe you can just put one around your head and then go swimming around. Or you could get a whole group of people in it.
Right.
Like they did.
Yep.
I didn't realize it was around all of them, but that's fine. That's even better. Yep. Must be scalable. Okay.
All right.
Anyway.
So, they went back to the ocean then afterwards? Is that how that went down?
Basically, we negotiated for 36 hours of ceasefire.
That's right. You got your quiet time.
And then Jackson got his visitation in the quiet of the night.
With his warhorse, right.
Yeah.
And apparently he awoke this morning and is headed off to go find his warhorse because he's not here.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, we're I guess we're at breakfast at Sasserine, and Mary brings up that she'd like to hire your soldiers and get them over to Elwendale to clean out all the secgen that are raiding all over Elwendale and Inandara. If you agree, Cord.
Well, his soldiery's pretty thinly spread right now because you sent him. Some of his troops went north to go find out how fare the goblins, right? and you had some that were staying with the fire giants as they were fighting their war of liberty from the rooks, right?
None of them went to the fire giants. I do remember sending some troops up north, but it was like under 100.
Okay.
So they're pretty much all at Bridgeton.
Okay. So you do have 6,200 to dispatch, but you'd still be spreading them to go all the way up to Elwindale from here.
No, I could pop them through the gate in Bridgeton
No,
to the gate.
Gene, I'm talking about numerically. If he splits the force, he's only going to have a portion that are there. They don't have the capability. If you're still walking them through, he still has the issue of not being able to get them from point A to point B.
Well, I mean, I don't really need them, so I'm fine splitting them.
Okay. So how many are you going to dedicate to the defense of Eldrasar? I'm sorry, of Mirvale. Boy, my mouth is all over the place. Of Elwindale.
You got this. Yuri, how many you need?
I would say I'd like 500. If you give me 1,000, it would be better, probably.
All right, I'll give you 1,000.
That is 5,400 standing in Bridgeton as a city-state defense.
Okay.
I'll go. Step me over to Bridgeton so I can give them the orders.
All right, let's go to Bridgeton. Well, just go there because that's a known spot and it has a major gate. My first gate ever.
Yeah. Well, and technically, since you guys did liberate Chicken Scratch, you could actually use Chicken Scratch to use the patches to get all the way to Cauldron, which is close to Bridgeton. But you're faster, probably go to the gate. This is ride north.
Yeah.
Of Sasserine to get to the gate. Okay.
Yeah, the gate at the base of the hill of Cauldron.
No.
There's a gate.
There's one there. There's one there, but you had one in Bridgeton itself near the Brightwood estate. What I was referring to is the one in Sasserine is north of Sasserine because you didn't want to build it in the city for fear the city fall would allow people to use it.
That would be the fastest one is to go right outside Sasserine. It's actually right outside of Submariner. It's in the woods that they cleared back about 300 yards. Killing field.
Okay.
And I had put one there.
Okay. So you guys are in Bridgeton.
Okay, we get to Bridgeton. Kasarak is with us. Her other gate is it's near the bridge, the Brightwood estate, but it's actually right outside the temple, the green temple that's there that she built. So we come popping through. And then she'll just wait for him to get his men, and then she'll take him straight to Elwindale, and then she'll come back.
All right. I'm going to order my army to assemble and then have the 1,000 personnel that's under one of my 4 jarls.
Yeah, which one? Who are you sending? Give him a name.
DeSoto. I'm going to send Jarl DeSoto with Mary.
Okay, so I'm going to put that down in the notes so you know who's in charge if I ever need to know.
All right.
So, just a curious, in that equation, are all his soldiers goalies?
No, he has some that are Golian, but he also has a pretty good size human force because he was actually raising the human army inside of Cauldron back before Cauldron converted.
Okay, I was gonna say, because based on my end court, I mean no offense. Of course, this is also in the meta. Based on Kazarak's last interaction with Goliath, it was Goliath can smack things, but at least the 3 I met were kind of low.
What are these Goliaths that you refer to?
The ones that we met in, when you were trying to get World Breaker?
I'm unfamiliar with the term Goliath.
They're called Golians.
Golian.
An adaptation from for NYCOS.
Well, and it's also been an iterational change since the libraries opened.
Yep, we found an old name. Oh, the ones that wouldn't let you come up the hill or
Yeah,
up the steps.
I'm more wondering, are all Golians other than Cord that how to put this delicately?
Stiff-necked?
Yes.
Well, yeah, they were put there by their officer, their leader, their founder to guard it, and so guess what they're doing?
Hey, listen. You don't stop eating at McDonald's because of a bad hamburger.
What is this McDonald's you've become?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's the same as Quirkies or Silver Chalice. You know, it's a franchise.
Yeah.
McChummies would probably be more appropriate.
You gotta meet Mrs.